Alright guys, you got the 6L80s. This is the older style bypass valve. So you'll notice that normally on the newer ones you'll have a 10, I think it's a 10 mil that holds a little bracket that the lines plug into. This one doesn't, obviously. It just has a 13 mil on the side here, and this goes into the transmission, and then the lines go into here with a little clip. So regardless, we're going to be upgrading it with the Superior Solutions bypass valve. So you're going to get the retainer clip out, pull this up, follow instructions on there. If you have a four-wheel drive, these little C-clips, these little spring clips that go on here, they're blue. That's what they look like. These are kind of funky to pull off. I found the best was the right angle pick. Just kind of dig in there. It comes right, just pull some of the tension off. Be careful, it will fly off. So just kind of tug on it and just kind of maneuver it with the pick itself, and it'll come right off. So you do have to get around that drive shaft, obviously. So little tight quarters. Make sure your engine isn't cooled off after a while, because that cat, even if you drive it for a few seconds to pull it in or whatever, it gets hot pretty quickly. All right, so watch out for that cat. All right, and then while you're inspecting these, make sure that the O-rings didn't get stuck in here when you pulled off the transmission lines. In this case, it didn't. So we'll get it kind of cleaned off. And then already got the internals pulled out. That's the old ones. We'll get it cleaned off, and then we'll put the new ones in. All right, so got everything laid out here. Here's the instructions. We kind of got, this is clean ATF fluid. So I'm gonna use that to do the install. All right. So you're gonna make sure O-ring rests on the bevel side down. All right, so let's take a look at this. All right, we're good. We're gonna use this ATF fluid to lube all this stuff up, so that way it doesn't go in there dry. So give me 1 second. Okay, got everything lubed up. Used the ATF fluid. Got the O-ring set on. So 1, 2 on this this portion here. I got 1 here on this black piece. This black O-ring. So I got the 2 brown O-rings. So those go there. Once you slide the first one on, let it sit in here, and then get the second one on, slide it over there. Okay. So this first piece will go in here like this. So it drops down in there. All right. So that's per the instruction, just like that. Looks just like that. All right. So now we're gonna get that piece. We're gonna put the ball in there. That one-handed, and then the conical side down. Okay, so this matches the end of the ball, so that'll go in there just like that. So simple enough. So it's flush pretty much, and then once you go in there, so you'll press this down. So I'm gonna get this with one hand, and then what you'll do is you'll press it down, just like so, and then put the snap ring back in. All right, hold on. All right, guys. So easy tip here. Now, obviously, what I was trying to do in the video, I was trying to dump it in there. That could easily unalign things. So hold it flat sideways, kind of at an angle, so that way that pin that you dropped in there doesn't come out. And then secondly, once you slide this piece into there, that ball and spring won't want to come out as well either. So hold it sideways, insert it in, then you can flip it over, press down, because now it's going to take a little bit of force, because you got to push all those O-rings. You got 3 sets of O-rings going in, but make sure they're all lubed up, like we said earlier, so that way it doesn't get torn up. And once you get it pressed up, pressed in there, you should be able to put your snap ring in there, and then make sure you turn it so that way you know that it's sitting in there flush and correctly. So after that, you're good. All right, so that's the bypass valve, 2014 and up 6L80Es. All right, guys.